Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my reviews for Green Arrow number 5 and Justice League Generation Lost number 12. Now, after the review, I'll do a page-by-page walkthrough, so that way, in case you want to see what it's like, you have that for you at the end. Other than that, there won't be any spoilers up until that part. Let's do Generation Lost first. Now, with Generation Lost, if you remember in the previous issue, you had Ice, or actually part of the Justice League, Ice, Fire, and Russian Red fighting the Metalmen, and then you also had Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, and Captain Atom. They were in Chicago following up on Max, and they discovered the Omax. Now, this was a really good issue here, because this was actually, I guess you could say it's like an untold origin story of Ice, and it's basically a story where she basically forgot that happened, and actually it's kind of like an important piece of her history, so that part I thought was really good. Really helped develop the character a little bit more. She actually grew up from a family, and then they were basically trying to hide her power, because it's like they knew that she was going to be used and taken away and used, because with her family line, they are basically awaiting this goddess to appear, and her parents didn't want her to have that life. So with Ice, what tended to happen is anytime she got injured, she overreacted, and her ice powers started to go out of control. So her father kept emphasizing calm, just don't worry about it, calm down, easy, see, pain's going to go away. And eventually, they couldn't stay there any longer, so they basically got some money and left. Now, from there, it kind of goes back and forth to the past, present, and then now you have Super Saiyan Ice, basically, and she's all powered up, and she's kind of not even reacting to everybody. She's just basically reacting. It's basically Fire comes up to talk to her, so she attacks, type of a thing. So this part was all good, solid. I really enjoyed this part of the story, and Generation Lost is back on my good graces again. The art's good, still consistently good, and I really like the design of Ice, even though her hair kind of does look like an iced-up version of Goku. And at the very end of the story, well, I should say this before the very end part. Ice's background story doesn't end in a positive note, and that actually helps further develop her character. Now, on the very end, you have these three guys, the Omax, and they get a visit from somebody. So, my guess is next issue you're going to see more of the Booster Gold, Blue Beetle storyline, which I think is going to be really solid. Next up is Green Arrow number 5. I love this cover. This cover is awesome. It just really hits home. It's really good. In a way, it almost reminds me of like an Evil Dead for some reason. Anyways, always fighting the unknown person that he's never seen before, and it's actually a cool fight inside the house. You have them shooting arrows and knives, throwing back and forth in between, and obviously she's freaking out because of it. And the battle is actually pretty good. The unknown attacker really takes care of Ollie. Not by takes care, I don't mean that she overpowers him, but you can tell she definitely has a superior skill. And so anyways, the battle finally goes outside, and this is where it kind of gets a turn for the worse. Ollie, in order to get away, the assailant guts somebody, which really surprised me that they would show like this kind of graphic blood. And then Ollie gets the idea to take him to the forest, put him into the water with the white tree, the white rain tree thing, and then madness ensues from there. And if anything, it kind of develops Ollie a little bit more as a character, but I don't think it's just basically that whole section is just to advance the storyline. Now, this is something I'm not sure about because technically Batman wasn't part of The Darkest Knight. Yeah, Batman came out, but it really, it's debatable if that was really Batman or not. Technically, he didn't really die because he was just sent back through time, so I don't know why this is here. But anyways, I think art's solid, the story was solid, and it's definitely continuing in a positive way, I think. Especially considering issue 4 was, just unbelievably a waste of time. So, like I said, good, and this is actually a good issue if you're an Ice fan, because like I said, because of the old backstory for her. Now, from this moment on, I'll start to do. I'll go through the book so that way you can see it. But other than that, if you have any comments or questions, just let me know. So from this moment on, there's spoilers. Okay, so anyways, they're at the house, and Russian Reds is going, hey, it's getting too cold in here, temperature's dropping faster than normal. Fire's like, don't worry about it, and fight ensues. It goes back into the past. A few years later, Ice's dad is working for his father, and it looks like there's like an orchard, and then Ice gets into a little trouble because she uses her power. Now, to protect Ice from the family, her parents get away, run away as fast as they can. So, we go back to the battle. The fight's actually kind of cool, as you can see. And then it goes back to the past. Family moved to Germany, and her grandfather finds him, and is about actually to take her away. And then her dad's pleading with her, use your power, use your power, use your power, please make it as cold as you can. And then finally, she freezes the whole area, and accidentally kills her dad. But the dad's happy in the sense that she gets away. He's like, calm, don't worry, calm. And then from there, Ice basically stops Super Saiyaning, and then she remembers everything that she blocked out. Now we go back into Chicago here, and Magog is ready to kill Captain Atom. So that will be a good fight. Now on to Green Lantern. You have, like I said, the battle between these two, which is actually a really good fight, as you can see here. And knocks him outside. They fall. That's the guy. Takes him to the water. The robed guy, or the cloaked guy's like, don't do that, don't do that. And of course, Ollie does it. And Black Fire's Death Storm appears. Dead Rise. Battle. Shout some Black Lanterns, you go home, I'm in front of the White Lantern tree. The guy that was killed goes after him, Ollie sees his dad, and then they find out the Black Lantern zombie things touch the tree of light, they disintegrate, so Ollie uses parts of the tree, starts shooting the zombies. Then you get a history of Ollie, and basically that's the story. So overall, I thought it was pretty good. If you have any comments or questions, just let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll have more reviews up later. So until next time.